Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Roball back again for another video. So, in this video, we're going to be talking about NRPG Beyond's current beta and my wishlist for the roleplay or story mode. What do I want to see in the upcoming story mode? I'm going to tell you that in this video, but before anything begins, do me a favor, leave a like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it so much if you did. You don't have to, but please do, and follow me on social medias. Let's get started with the video. First things first, this is gonna be a top 10 kinda wish list. It's gonna have more than 10, but 10 basically of what I want in the game. And these are 10 things going from not really important to very important to me, but it's my opinion. So if you have any ideas, comment them down below. Maybe the Caribos will read them. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so for number 10, the first thing that I want to see in the game that really isn't that important, but maybe I want to see in the game like eventually, is there's gonna be special abilities in the game. I think each player is gonna get a Keki Genkai, of course, but Keki Genkai aren't gonna be that important. But what I want to see in the game is maybe the ability to unlock special jutsus, maybe similar to the Flying Raijin, maybe like the Reaper Death Seal, whatever it's called, 1,000 Years of Death as well. I think it'd be pretty cool for techniques like that, even Shadow Clone to be scrolls or something like that you can find, or maybe techniques that a player is given and they can teach other players. But I think it'd be pretty cool for that technique to be passed down to other people. I think if, like, let's say I have the Shadow Clone Jutsu, I can teach someone else the Shadow Clone Jutsu. The thing is, they can't teach it to someone else though. Only the people that I teach can use it and myself, but no one else can use it, even if they learned it from me. If they learned it from me, they can't pass the technique down. I think that'll be a pretty cool system that lets you, like, you know, make some jutsus not so rare so that more players can have it. And then it's going to be a little more fun because then people are going to be begging that one person to teach them the jutsu. I think that'll be pretty cool. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let's get on to number 9. So for number 9, I think that players should be able to take maybe like a spoon or something like that and scoop out the eyes of someone who's like an Uchiha or Chinuiki or etc. in order to steal their eyes and use them. Now the reason I'm saying this is because in games like Naruto games, we don't really see the ability to use other people's eyes. And I think it'll be pretty cool to have a system where you could steal somebody's eyes and use the eyes. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I think that'll be a pretty cool system in which you could use somebody else's eyes without their permission, basically by downing them, then stealing their eyes. But whatever, tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below about number 9. Now keep in mind, as we go down the list, it's gonna get a little bit more, realistic and a little bit more complex. So it's gonna take more time for the lower percentages or lower numbers. That's why I'm going pretty fast through these. Now for number 8, I think that this game should have a timeline that takes place after Naruto and Boruto. I think every Naruto character, maybe every Boruto character should either be dead or really old, because I don't want to see someone running around as Sasuke or as Naruto or as Rock Lee or as Shikamaru and stuff like that. I don't want to see those characters in this game. I want to see players being themselves. I want to see our own versions, or our own renditions of each character. That way nobody just copies a character. I think that would be pretty cool. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think this game should take place during the Naruto's era, or do you think it should take place after the Boruto era? Tell me what you think. Now for number 7, I wrote, if there's a permadeath feature, maybe make it so it's super rare. I don't really want to see a Kage or like a Jonin Sensei or Jonin getting wiped by a Genin or Chunin. I think that would be pretty annoying. Imagine like a super low rank downing a Kage because they're AFK and then wiping them easily because the Kage wasn't even paying attention. That would be pretty stupid, but tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you even think there's going to be a permanent death feature? I doubt there will be one in this game, but we'll see. Hopefully there isn't one, because permanent death could be a lot, like, really annoying. Like, I've seen permanent death really annoy people in games like NO2, so hopefully there isn't a permanent death feature, but we'll see. Now for number 6, I want there to be a family system, basically. I want there to be the ability for you to be the father or mother or son or daughter, or maybe grandson, aunt or uncle, granddaughter, great aunt, great uncle, great grandfather, great grandmother, or whatever. I want the ability for people to basically be able to be related to other people. I think basically having that system would be nice. I think it would be pretty cool. Maybe make it so, like, if you're a certain age in the game, that's when you can have a child, or that's when you can have, like, something like an uncle or aunt. So maybe when you're born into the game, maybe a Jonin Sensei could be related to you by blood. They could be like your older brother, older sister. I don't know, but I think it would be pretty cool for the players to be able to be related to one another. That way it seems like they're more tied to each other. They're not just going to help each other because they're in the same village. They're going to help each other because they're related in game. But tell me what you guys think. Do you think that's pretty cool? I don't know. It's your opinion though. Alright, number 5. I think players should be able to obtain things like Curse Mark if someone who studies science like Orochimaru gives it to them. Now here's the thing, this is just completely subjective, this is my opinion, but I think that if you don't want to go into ninjutsu, of course you could do taijutsu or you can do kenjutsu. If you don't want to go into either of those three, I think they should be the ability to study science. Now, it sounds weird, trust me, it does sound weird, but I think it'd be pretty cool for the player to be able to study science and maybe unlock abilities that Orochimaru does, like maybe having surgery on people and changing the way they look, or changing the way they do things, maybe changing their element releases. I don't know, but I think that'll be pretty cool for someone who studies science to be able to do stuff like that. Maybe if they trap somebody in their chamber, they can just experiment on them and change their eyes or give them curse mark, and there's a chance that the curse mark works, and if the curse mark doesn't work, maybe they're cursed for some time, like an X amount of time, and they have like less HP for like maybe 2 days or something like that. I think that'll be pretty cool for the player to be able to get a curse mark if a scientist gives it to them, but that's purely my opinion. I think it'd be a pretty cool system. Now, for number 4, this one is going to get more specific. I think for each village, there should be clans. So if I were born into the leaf, or I chose to be in the leaf, I should be born into Hyuga, Nara, Uchiha, Senju, etc. I shouldn't be born into maybe Hozuki, or maybe into like Kazekage clan, or whatever it's called. You know, I shouldn't be born into any of those clans, Oribe, whatever. I should be born into clans that match my village. I think that would make villages a lot more worthwhile, because of course the leaf is going to have Hyuga, Nara, Uchiha, Senju, and whatever, but that doesn't mean they're going to be super overpowered. That could mean they're going to be pretty strong, but at this point, the only really clan that we know is going to be strong is Uchiha. Hyuga could be like the second strongest, Nara is just good in game and world mode, but we don't know if it's going to be that good in the roleplay mode. So we'll see what happens. I think they should make it so each village has a set amount of clans. Maybe villages can like trade members or something like that to get different clans, and then they can like, you know, crossbreed from there. Now, number 3, I think there should be more ways to make money, and this was already confirmed through things like the ramen shop owner, and I think there should be some other ways to get money through maybe like being a bridge builder or an animal breeder, or maybe a fisherman or fisherwoman, which is one of NoClipso's ideas. He said maybe we could do like fishing. I was like, maybe doing stuff like bridge building or animal breeding. I think having a system in which you could do stuff like that would be pretty fun, because then you can make some more money other than doing missions, and you know, doing missions can get annoying over time. And I think they also confirmed that they're going to be able to be like a ramen shop owner. So if you could be like a ramen shop owner, I think it'd be pretty cool to be like a bridge builder. Maybe around the game there's going to be like little pieces of the bridges you have to repair after fights, because if there's going to be destructible terrain, I think that would be pretty cool to add. That way, like maybe like the bridge builders can do that. Maybe animal breeders can breed like the dogs for that one dog clan in the leaf, but we'll see. All right, number 2, this is when it gets way more complex. I think that the Kage, or people with roles, if they ever give somebody a role, like Akatsuki of course, I think they should be able to have awakenings. And when it comes to these awakenings, I think it should work like this. I think when a Kage or somebody gets low on HP, they can choose to activate their awakening like a Super Saiyan transformation, or they cannot activate their awakening and just let themselves pass out. I think having a system like this would be nice. Now, games like NO2 have a system where if the Kage gets downed, they can activate their awakening, but I think it'd be a little bit easier for just making it so you have to be low HP, and the Kage has to time their awakening and transform, then get right into the battle. I think that would be pretty cool. That way you can like maybe catch a Kage while they're trying to transform and just kill them or something like that. But I think Kages having transformations would be something cool, because it allows them to maybe be like a symbol for their village, and if they get down, then their village feels down, but if they win the battle after awakening, their village is going to be pretty hyped. So I think it'd be pretty cool for Kage to be part of a war, and they awaken, and they do some pretty cool stuff during that war. But tell me what you guys think. I think awakenings would be pretty dope. Maybe normal players could get it too by going to like gates, or maybe going to 7 Heavens mode, but we'll see. Now here's another thing that I have in mind. This is 1.5. This isn't really number 1. 1.5. I think that villages like maybe the mist, the cloud, and the sand should have weather in them. I think maybe having like a storm in the villages, or maybe like a storm in the desert in the sand, would make it so like maybe other people who aren't part of the village can't really see through the village. Like if you're in the sand, you can see through the desert sand or desert storm, but if you're not in the sand, you can't really see through those effects. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to traverse through there until you get to like a more calm part. Now I think that'll be pretty cool. Maybe mist has mist, cloud has like moving clouds, sand has like sandstorms and stuff like that. I think that'll be pretty cool for each village, because then the villagers can see through it, and it make it a little bit more easy to defend your own village like that. Now on to number 1. This one's the most important one, and this one's one I want to explain a little bit better. For number 1, I am thinking that maybe the villages could have an economy system. So it's pretty much going to be confirmed that villages will be able to sell things, maybe like food and maybe weapons like the shurikens and the kunais. I think it'll be pretty cool for the Kage to be able to go to their office and maybe change the price for things, edit some stats in their villages. They have like a certain amount of stats they can use, and over time, as they do more wars, or as they like each of their villagers achieve more ranks, So if they have a lot of high rank villagers, that means they're going to have a lot more points to put into things in their economy. But if they have some low rank villagers, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So that encourages Kages to help their villagers to level up and rank up. But I think it'll be pretty cool to have this, because then if a Kage wins a war, they could affect someone's economy negatively and they could benefit positively, and then their village can just do very, very well. Meanwhile, the other village could lose some things, like maybe if I'm the, like, let's say I'm the Musicality, main's the Raikage. If we went to war and then main won, he could put like an extra stat point into maybe his training. So like training would be costing less, or training would be more efficient for his players so they could level up or rank up more. And then maybe if I won the war, I could put my stat point into maybe missions. So missions could award more money or award more XP if they do award the XP. But that's just my opinion. I think it would be pretty cool to have that, because then Kages could, you know, have more incentive to, help their villages. And then a Kage doesn't just sit there in their office and do nothing. They actually have to help their villagers actually do things, maybe participate in wars as well, instead of just sitting there in the corner and watching everybody do everything for them. But I think it really depends on the Kage. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe. Till then, it's been your man Roball. Follow me on my social medias. See you guys in the next video. Peace, everybody.